Hey you guys, this is my full moon reading. I had to think. I was like, wait, which moon is it? But I knew that. Because you know why? It's the eclipses screw me up. Like I always want to say the solar eclipse is with the full moon, but it's not. It's with the new moon, and the lunar eclipse is with the full moon. And for some reason, I just want to keep wanting to flip-flop them. So then it screwed me up for which moon this is. But anyway, this is a full moon reading. I used my Black Moon Astrology deck and my Chinese Oracle deck to, I don't even think I asked a question when I pulled from the Black Moon Astrology deck, but I always expect Spirit to just tell us what we need to know about what's going on. And with the Chinese Oracle specifically, I did want to know what the energies are for the twins, and Spirit clearly gave me first the feminines, and then I pulled for the masculines as well. So let's jump into it. Just kidding. As soon as I paused, I went to start and I glanced over and saw my Oracle of the Seven Energies and immediately knew I needed to pull from that one as well for additional information about the Divine Feminine energies and the Divine Masculine energies. So I added a layer of that here. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, so for the feminine, first of all, I love how the first card out of the Chinese Oracle is a tiger, and the first card out of the Oracle 7 Energies is the lion. Like, you can't make that up. So, but I'm going to go by Chinese Oracle and then by Oracle of 7 Energies. So, almost every single one of these, the tiger, the rabbit, and the ox are all talking about persevering. Now, being that this is the energy that you're in, I feel like it's less about that you need to persevere and more about that you guys are focused on that, or we are focused on that. Now, of course, exactly what type of twin you are and where you're at in your journey will vary in that. So if you don't feel like you are in a good place with that, then that's what you need to work on, okay? But the ox specifically, I'm going in order of where they're in the book. The ox specifically is talking about focusing on stability and independence and persevering, being strong in what you believe in your convictions. And that can also be about in your convictions about your journey and your twin. The tiger is about oh wait, I forgot to tell you, these are all yang, okay? I always forget this deck is different. So these are all yang, so this is all about action, okay? This is not oriented in waiting, this is oriented in action. So the tiger is about, again, persevering, being true to yourself, confronting difficulties when necessary, being brave, and focusing on your goals. Now, I feel that confronting difficulties and focusing on your goals is going to be more so in your individual path and your life purpose. I want to mention about the ox. It also says here, an unmoving strength that rises from the earth. And I just really think that's quite beautiful in terms of how to describe the perseverance. I also just happen to notice that like looks like, I guess that's water. And doesn't that look like a being in the water? Which, I mean, even the elements are alive, I have learned, and have consciousness. So it makes sense, but that's beautiful. I really love that and how the water is alive there. So anyway, sorry. So yes, ground yourself through the center of earth and your earth chakra, and then shooting a pillar of light up to however you think of it, the heavens, spirit, the universe, and maintain that pillar of light in yourself from all the way down to the center of earth and up to spirit, and stand in that unshakable strength and perseverance, okay? And then lastly, with the rabbit, this is about being responsible, being patient. In this case, for responsible, we're going to apply that to life purpose, okay? That's not going to be about making sacrifices that take you off of your soul path. Okay, that's about being responsible with your life purpose path and staying true to it. Being patient, of course, goes along with perseverance. And being carefully tactful in terms of how you handle difficult situations. Okay, and this could even be when you're challenged. I think there's a lot of people being challenged right now between the energies, between the full moon, the upcoming eclipses, and everything else that's been going on, that I think is causing some pauses with the masculines, we'll say. It might be causing some backward steps even, but definitely pauses. And that's because they are integrating lessons. And that might make you be triggered sometimes. But that's where the careful tactfulness comes in and maintaining your inner peace. Okay. Now, shifting over to the Oracle of the Seven Energies, it's straightforward. You need to stand in your strength, stand in your power, and in your life purpose path, focus on pushing out of your comfort zone and taking a leap, even if you can't see, or even if you don't have a map. Let's rephrase, okay? So that you can birth the results of all your hard work and bring abundance into your reality, manifest it into your reality. So the focus right now is you persevering through the twin flame journey and focusing on your individual path, your stability, your abundance. You want to remember, step back and remember and see from the higher perspective, the bigger picture, where you and your twin fit into the whole of everything, of the entire universe, of the ascension. Seeing the interconnectedness of all of that and understanding the effects of every choice you make and every action you take. Okay. I also want to point out here that we have solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, and heart chakra. And on the masculines, we have throat chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra. So very interesting that it's sacral and heart for both, but then solar plexus over here for the feminine, so life purpose related, and throat chakra for the masculine, so bringing in communication, okay? Now with the masculines, they are needing to and wanting to bring in proper, healthy communication. They want to start expressing themselves to you. They want to, okay, so it's both be vulnerable with you and start speaking up, telling you the truth of everything that's been going on with them, while also allowing you to be vulnerable and open up to them. And they are ready to listen and hear you. But they are not quite ready to do this yet because remember what I said, they're integrating certain lessons and certain healing that is coming through from all of the astrological stuff right now. And that's where feeling the world comes in. This is saying that they want to do this, but they're getting overwhelmed because they're kind of in sensory overload right now. They are having all of this expansion of awareness and understanding. A lot of them are going through like timeline upgrades and significant shifts in their spiritual awakening, so where they're seeing and understanding the bigger picture. And they're also starting to recognize where they're feeling your emotions and your energy, and their gifts might even have heightened sensitivity as well, not just in their connection with you. So it's all coming in right now as like a sensory overload and overwhelmment, and they need to process it and integrate it all. And that's why they're not quite ready to bring in this communication yet, because they need to process this. There's some heart chakra healing that is continuing to work through right now. And that makes sense. I'm seeing it with a lot of masculines, that they are continuing to work through some necessary and needed heart chakra healing so that they can release pain from their past that has been holding them back, and so that they can be ready for this rebirth. Okay, they're going through a renewal right now. They're going through a heart chakra renewal that is preparing them to bring in the communication and make amends and leave the pain in the past. Okay, sorry, I was a little bit slow in finding my words earlier, so I'm going to have to go to a second video and I'll finish up. So the energy that the masculines are in from the Chinese oracle, the rabbit, okay, the Rabbit is the only yin card in out of all the, oh no, sorry. There's another yin card for the masculines, but we'll get to that. So the energy that they're in, this is the only yin card. And then they have 2 yang cards as well. So lots of action-oriented energy. And what that tells me too is that even though we're in this pause right now while they're integrating these things, I feel it's a brief pause. It is just like a little taking a breather so that they can recalibrate, so to speak. There have been a lot of tower moments and high energy towers since the summer, since definitely July, June for some people. And it has been bringing the masculines through a lot of significant epiphanies and changes, the rapid awakenings and awareness. And it's just, it's kind of like, you can think of it as like it's knocked them to their knees and they need a minute to breathe, to have a little rest and a reprieve before they get back up again. And it's not knocking them down. It's not causing major delays or major backward steps. They just need a moment, okay? So, but this is still all action energy. So just let them have the moment that they need. Then this is one of the key things for the feminines. The feminines need to be able to step back in faith and hold space for the masculines while they work through what they need. And remember, the masculines are behind you in the healing process. So they need whatever time they need to go through their healing and to go through their awakening. So the Rabbit energy here, they're being a little indecisive right now, overly sensitive. It's that sensitivity overload. And because of that, they're evading you and the situation right now because they need to work through these energies, these difficult energies for them. They're not used to this. They don't really understand what they're going through. Spirit is just kind of bringing them through it for the most part. So yeah, they got to process it, and then they'll be ready to shift out of that indecisive energy and back into action. The Goat here, they are focused on their stability. They're being practical in their material world, so they're making decisions in their individual paths based on practicality. But they do know what they're going to do. They're sure of their next action steps, and they're preparing. They're preparing for them, okay? You could kind of think of it too as, this is like popping into my head right now. The goats are able to climb the sides of steep mountains. And they do that with very carefully placing their footing in every step that they climb. So much so that we can look at it and be amazed, like, how are they doing that? And that's kind of what the masculines are doing right now, is they are going slowly and carefully determining the placement of each step that they take, because they don't want to make a mistake that causes them to not be able to follow through with their plan and to follow through with the achievement of their goals. So they're going it's like slow and steady so that they can make the right decision and take the right step with each step that they take, so that they can complete this process and not have to do any more redos, okay? And then lastly, with the Monkey, and now I just noticed, isn't it funny how you will look at something and not see something, and now I see the girl that I didn't see before. But anyway, so the Monkey is, they separate the meanings between yang and yin, and I have to remind myself. And I always mix up the yang and yin colors too. So the Monkey is kind of doing what I was just talking about. Recognizing the masculines are recognizing their strengths and trusting in their strengths, learning to be adaptable with the shifts and changes in the energy, that they're experiencing the same crazy energy too, and also being adaptable to the shifts and changes in their external world with all these tower moments, and when karmic situations, rear their ugly head, which is still occurring in some cases, not in all, but in some. So they are gaining more ability to stand in their strength through those fluctuations and be able to respond better and quicker so that it doesn't cause those backward steps, okay? And yeah. Okay, hold on. So now this is what each needs to focus on right now. And this is the feminines on the bottom and the masculines above it, what each group needs to focus on right now. For the feminines with the pig, they need to focus on, this is yang still, so action energy. Focus on trusting and believing that everything is happening exactly how it needs to for the highest timeline, for everyone's highest best. So be forgiving and patient and understanding, and focus on living in the moment right now while you allow nature to take its course, while you allow things to go with the flow how they need to, okay? And the dragon is really kind of assisting the masculines in what I was talking about. They're planning their steps step by step. It says great dreams start from under your feet. So that's where that practicality and careful planning comes in. They need to ground themselves, and just focus on step by step. You know, sometimes when you're overwhelmed, that's what you need to do. You need to step back and just focus on one step at a time. So that's what they need to focus on right now. Now, I am literally over here laughing at Spirit in the alignment of these Oracle of the Seven energy cards, okay? They are exact matches to each other. So you guys are perfectly mirroring each other and what you need to work on. For the feminine on the bottom, well, these are both root chakra cards, for one, which is kind of interesting because the feminines are usually in their higher chakras and the masculines are usually in their lower chakras. But here, the Spirit wants the feminines to focus on their root chakras, the masculines to work on the crown chakra and solar plexus. And it's the same things, the same messages. So it is what it is. Spirit is saying that feminines need to focus on accepting the current circumstances for what they are, because they are what they need to be right now, and focus on releasing the 3D conditioning that is telling you, that is in your head telling you, no, something should be different. You know, you should, it's inserting bias and it's inserting judgment and those types of things. And Spirit's telling you, you got to let go of that. You got to release the conditioning and accept it is what it is for right now. It's what it needs to be. Power of purpose for the masculines, letting go of conditioning. So you're both working on that. And at the same time, for the masculines, this is also for them finding purpose within themselves and within their paths, understanding their true, authentic identity from the soul level, their soul purposes, their unique place in the world, and gaining a healthy self-esteem around that so that they can pursue their soul paths with you without fear of condemnation in any way, shape, or form. And then these are both about gratitude. And these came out first. When these both came out, pulled at completely separate times, I was like, oh my God. And then I pulled second cards because I was like, okay, give me some additional messages for them since these are the same. And that was clearly like a huge impact statement from Spirit. So then I pulled these extra cards for extra impact. But for the feminines, from the root chakra perspective, move into mind, gratitude consciousness, and letting go of attachment to the 3D. Don't focus on what is or isn't happening. Don't focus on what you think is happening. Don't focus on assumptions. Focus on letting go of all of that and just committing to the vision and committing to your intentions of the future, and just being grateful for every step along the way because of the growth that it brings you both, okay? And the masculines, spirit of gratitude, this is helping them, this is Spirit helping them connect more with Spirit. Of course, also enter that consciousness of gratitude, but communing more with Spirit, potentially even meditating more, and stepping into that knowingness that their prayers will be answered exactly as they are meant to be, and it's all in the process of happening, okay? Wrapping up real quick, the last little circle here from the Black Moon Astrology deck. This 6th house routine is Spirit saying, feminines, relax, don't stress, don't worry, everything is on track, everything is moving in the right direction, you don't have anything to worry about. The roots of this connection run deep and strong, and it's not going anywhere. Don't let yourself stress about the pauses or the purges or the triggers or whatever comes up. Know that it's all a necessary part of the process, and have that complete faith and trust that all your dreams are going to come true. Okay? You don't have anything to worry about. So in the meantime, you just need to focus on your day-to-day life. Focus on your routine. Focus on taking good care of yourself. Self-care, self-love. Focus on your health, even specifically right now. And just your individual world right now. And actually, you know what could also go into this? For many of you, you might be going into a nesting period of preparation because your soul knows. Your soul knows that the time is close. So if you feel guided to like declutter your house or do things to prepare, that's a good sign. Do what you feel like you need to do, and just focus on taking care of yourself and your life and your house and your family and all that stuff right now, okay? Then Leo, I will. Again, okay, so we had the lion and the tiger, and here's the Leo. Maintain your strength, maintain your perseverance, know that everything will come together. I also am feeling a connection to the Lionsgate here, so this is feeling to me right now, what's coming to me is that initiations that started with Lionsgate are in the process of culminating and then completing. Exactly when the completion, okay, so what I'm feeling is culminations are coming with the eclipse gateways. The initiation started with Lionsgate. There have been ups and downs since then. Lots of rocky integrations happening, especially because of Mercury retrograde thrown in there. But the other retrogrades going direct is all helping to align the energy. There's just this processing time needed. So everybody's been working through all of that. I think we've all been feeling it. The eclipse gateways are going to be like the culmination of all of these specific lessons, initiations, and all of that. And that it can be, what it exactly looks like for each person is going to be a little bit different, because for some it might be that action that is bringing things together, and for others it might be still more internal and right and before the action. And I'm feeling the completion of the energies resolving and coming together, integrating the way they need to into the 1111 portal. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling from this. A couple more notes about Leo is that expect to have success and recognition. Focus on living in the moment right now, being present, and this is also an indicator of romance coming, okay? And then honestly, the rest is really quick and straightforward. This is your life purpose path. The twin flame journey is your ultimate soul path, and it encompasses everything. It encompasses your life purposes in terms of career and gifts and abilities and how you are assisting the planet and humanity. And it's also your twin flame path and coming into union with your twin to assist the ascension process. This is all the ultimate everything. I don't even know how else to say it, of what our soul came here to do and achieve. So trust that and go with the flow and go along with it as spirit guides you, okay? We have the messages card, third house messages. Communication is coming. The masculines are preparing for it. They want to bring it in, but they also have to be ready. These masculines, like, they're ready to spill their guts. They're ready to open their hearts and spill their guts. They just got to finish, this internal preparation period for it. But they're coming. Union is coming. This is a sacred spiritual marriage, the ultimate one. And you are going to experience abundance and increase of fortune all around. So don't doubt it. Trust it and know that everything is on track and is going to be okay.